Okay. So now, so this is how to create tables, syntax for creating the tables. Okay. Then, so because SQL Server is what? SQL Server is RDBMS. In RDBMS, data stored in the form of tables. So in SQL Server also, data organized in the form of tables. So if you want to store something in SQL Server, so first you need to create table. You want to store customers data. First create one customer table. You want to store employees data. First create one employee table. You want to store products data. First create one products table. To store something in database, first you need to create table. So then, and this is the syntax, but there are some rules you need to follow. So the first one is table name should start with alphabet, should not contain spaces. Table name can be up to 128. Table can have how many columns? Like this. How many columns? 1024. How many rows? There is no limit, unlimited. Okay. So number of rows are unlimited, but number of columns are limited to 1024. So that means in employee table, how many employees data we can store? Unlimited employees data. In customer table, how many customers data we can store? Unlimited customers data. So it depends on your database size, hard disk size. Okay, na? So how many employees data we can store? It depends on database size. Database size depends on hard disk size. Okay. So, and if this is valid, this is valid? No. Why this is not valid? Because it is starting with what? It is not starting with alphabet. It is starting with what? Digit. If this is valid? No. Because it contains what? Space. Is it valid? No. Because it contains star. Special symbols are not allowed. But three are allowed. Underscore, hash, dollar is allowed. So underscore is allowed. Okay. Let's take one example. Let's take one example. I want to create table with this structure. I want to create the table with this structure. Let's take one example. No. So create table with following structure. Okay. So create table with following structure. Create table with this following structure. What is that is? Employee, ID, name, job, salary. Next one, what? Height dates. And also one more, DNO. What is DNO means? Department number. Employee belongs to which department? Department code. Department code. Okay, na? whether employee belongs to HR department, employee belongs to IT department, employee belongs to sales department, like that. But here, I want to show department code, not department name. Okay, na? Then. Okay. So I want to create this table with this structure. Now, tell me what create table, table name, create table, table name. And what are these? These are all commands, SQL commands. And SQL commands are not case sensitive. You can type commands uppercase, lowercase, any case. Commands are not case sensitive. Okay, now? Then. So, what is the table name? EMP. Create table EMP. Next. And just follow the syntax. This is a syntax. Create table, table name. Next. Column names. So, declare the column. But every column should be declared with what? Data type and size. Next, so what is this is employee ID. So what is the first one? Employee ID. So and every column should be declared with data type. So what is the data type? Because according to the data type, it allocates memory for employee ID. Okay, now for storing the data, memory is required or not? Yes. How much memory should be allocated for ID? So based on the data type, according to the data type you declare, it allocates memory. What is the employee ID? Employee ID is first of all numeric character, numeric, and it is a integer of float, integer. You decide like that. First numeric character, numeric, and integer of float, integer. So what are the integer types? There are 4 types we discussed. What is tiny int, small int, big int. So when we use tiny int, if the value is between 0 to 255, we use tiny int. But here, employee IDs are not between 0 to 255. If employee IDs are between 0 to 255, then you can use tiny int. But my employee IDs are between 1000 to like 2000. Then, then which one we use? Small int. Okay, na? Otherwise, we can also use what's it? Like 1 second. Otherwise, we can also use numeric. Numeric, how many digits? 4 digits. Maximum employee number can be 4 digits. So declare employee ID numeric 4. Either you can use what? Small int, or you can use what's it? Numeric. Anything is okay. So then I'm using small int. Next one. What the next one is? Ename. Ename is what type? Name. Name is what type? Character type. And it is pixel length or variable length? Variable length. For variable length, use varchar. For pixel length, use char. For variable length, use what? Varchar. So varchar. Varchar of what's it? 10. Varchar of 10. So name is variable length. For variable length, use varchar. Next one. Job. Okay. Job. What is 10? Size. What is this size? 10 means into this ename maximum. How many characters allowed? 10. Compulsory 10 na, maximum 10 na. Maximum 10. So if you enter 5 characters, then allowed or not? Yes. But how many bytes are allocated? 10 bytes. If name contains 5 bytes, remaining bytes are released because it is what? Varchar. Okay. If you enter name contains 11 characters, if you enter the name and contains 11 characters, not allowed. Then it gives error. If you enter the name contains 11 characters, then it gives what? Error. So what the next one is? Job. What is the job is? Job is what's it? varchar of 10. So job is also character now. Then, next one, salary. Salary. Salary is integer. Salary is first numeric or character. Numeric. Integer or float. Float. Salary may be float. So for floats, we have what? For floats. One second. For float, we have numeric. What's it? P comma S. Either numeric or decimal. Anything is okay. Either you can use numeric or you can use decimal. P comma S. And otherwise, that is one. And otherwise, if it is a field related to money, use what's it? Small money or what? Money. So tell me, salary is related to money. Salary is related to money. Yes. Then you can use what? Small money or money. Anything is okay. You can declare numeric or decimal also, no problem. But if it is a field related to money, better to use what? Small money, and money is recommended. It's recommended but not compulsory. So salary. And here salary is, if salary is up to 2,14,000, if salary is up to 2,14,000, then you can use small money. Above 2,14,000, then money. So my salary is not above 2,14,000, then use what? Small money. What the next one is? Hide date. Hide date. And hide date, what do you want to store here? Date. Employee join date. So what is important? Date is important or time is important? Only date. I don't need time. Just only date. Then date. Actually, there are three data types available for storing the date time. One is date, one is time, one is date time. Only date is important, use date. Only time is important, use time. Both date and time is important, use date time. So here only date is important, then use date. Next one, DNO, department number. So department numbers are codes. Here I want to show department code. Every department is having a code. I want to store that code here. There are 3-4 departments are there. So in this year, I want to store the department code, not department name. If you want to store department name, use DNAME. But here I want to store the department code. And the department codes are 10, 20, 30, 40. There are only 4 departments. The department's codes are 10, 20, 30, 40. Then small int. It is less than 255 now. Then tiny int. Yes or no? Then we can use what's it? Tiny int. Because it is not more than 255. It is less than what? 255. You can use what? Tiny int. Okay. No. Next. I want to see, I written this command in Notepad. Yes or no? I want to execute this command. Then open what's it? SSMS, SQL Server Management Studio. Then open this. Okay, na? You know na? How to open SQL Server Management Studio. Okay, then now server type is database engine. Server name, server name of the computer, name of the computer. Authentication. SQL Server authentication. Login is what? SA. SA means system admin. Password. Here I set the password as 456. You set the password at the time of installation. You set the password at the time of installation. At the time of installation, you set the password. Here at the time of installation, I set the password as 456. Click what? Connect. Click connect. So if you click connect, then you'll be connected to what? You'll be connected to SQL Server. Connected to SQL Server. You can see the folders. There are WhatsApp, databases, security, server objects, replication, etc. Then, but you see, expand these databases, expand the databases. So when you expand the databases, here you can see the one list of databases. You can see the list of databases. DB11, DB20, DB2 PM, DB7 AM, like this, some list of databases. Already the database is created by user, me. I created these databases. Okay, na? Then. So, but what I said, like, we don't use these databases. Actually, we created one database. What is the database we created? DB7 AM. I created this database for our class. Okay, na? And then, if you want, once again, I'll repeat this. Okay, now, so I'm removing the database. Just delete. Delete. So it is asking, do you want to delete the database? Okay. Yes, database is what's it? Deleted. I want to create one database. How to create the database? Sir, always remember. Then. So, now. Like, actually, this is the hierarchy we follow. Sorry. There is a WhatsApp. There is a one server. Inside the server, you create database. Inside the database, you create tables. Tables contains WhatsApp, rows and columns. Okay, na? Then. So first server, inside the server create database, inside the database create tables, and tables contains rows and columns. Server is ready. When server is ready? When we can say server is ready? Server means nothing. So in whichever the system, you install SQL Server in this computer. This computer is called server. You install SQL Server in this computer. This computer is called server. Server means what? Server means a system where SQL Server software is installed and running. So in this system, SQL Server is installed and SQL Server is running. This computer is called server. Okay, na? So server is ready. Inside the server, next create database. Inside the database, create tables, store the data. Rows and columns. Rows and columns contains what? Data. Store the data. Okay, na? Then. Now, so create what's that? Database. How to create database? Right click, select what? New database. Select new database. When you select new database, then what it is asking? It is asking what's that database name. I'm giving the database name as what? DB7AM. So giving the database name as DB7AM. What the next one is? Okay. So then, so database name is DB7AM. Click what's it? Okay, that's all. Nothing to do. Just enter the database name, click OK. A new database is created with name DB7AM. And this database is created with two files. One is data file, Another one, log file. Two files, data file and log file. So data file stores what? Data file stores what, sir? Data. And the log file stores operations. So whatever commands you execute on database, all that commands are recorded in what, sir? Log file. So data file stores the data, log file stores operations. Then, so now let's see. Then, so click OK. Then database is created. A new database is created. So what is the database name? DB7AM. Now I want to work with this database. I want to create a table in DB7AM. You want to create the table now? This table. I want to create the table. So like where you create this table? I want to create this table in DB7AM. Open this DB7AM. Open the DB7AM. How to open? So select DB7AM, select what? New query. Select the database, right click, select what? New query. Sir, okay na? Huh? So which database you want to work? I want to work with DB7AM. Open DB7AM. To open the DB7AM, select the database, right click, select new query. So when you select new query, then one window opens. Then one opens. What is this is called? This is called what, sir? Query window. What is this is called? This is called query window. SQL query. You see that? SQL query. So this is called query window. In query window, you type the commands. I given SQL commands now. 14 commands. You type that commands here. You type that commands here. Next click what? Execute. When you click execute, then the command is executed. So any command you want to execute, type that command here. Select command, update command, create, alter, drop, yes or no? So type the command and click this one, execute button. The command is executed. Okay. Now that's what. So simple. If you want to work with the database, open the database. To open the database, select the database, right click, select new query. So query window opens. In the query window, type the command. Now at present, so what command you want to execute? I want to execute what, sir? Create table. Then, so paste it here. Create table. Okay, na? So I written the command in Notepad now. Copy this and paste it in here. Right click. So paste, right click, paste. Okay, then next execute this. Then click execute button. Click what? Execute button. Click this execute button. So when you click this execute button, this command is what? Executed. Okay, na? Executing means like 1 second. Just see user using what? SSMS. Sending a command. What is the command? Create table command to SQL Server. SQL Server managing what? DB7AM. So using SSMS, you are sending a create table command to SQL Server, and SQL Server execute this command on DB7AM. That means inside the DB7AM, it creates what? Table. Table is created. So let's see this. Then what it is saying? Commands completed what? Successfully. That means a new table is what, sir? Created. A new table is created. Okay. Where it is created? Where it is created? DB7AM. It's created in DB7AM. Okay. Then, so you can see that this is the DB7AM. Expand this DB7AM. Expand the DB7AM. In DB7AM, there is a call what's it? Tables. Expand the tables. Here there is a table called what's it? EMP. You expand the tables. In tables, there is a table called EMP. It is showing dbo.emp. What is dbo is schema. dbo is what, sir? Schema. dbo is called schema. What is schema? At present you leave it. There is a topic called security topic. So that time you'll understand what is schema. Okay, na? So one table is created. What the table name is? emp. That's all. Is it permanent or temporary? This is permanent or temporary? Permanent. Tomorrow if you come and open the database, will you find this emp table? Yes. Okay, na? So this is permanent. Now, so DB 7am, expand this. Inside this tables, inside the tables there is a table. Okay, then that's all. What is this is how to create what's a table. Now inside the database, table is ready or not? Yes or no? Table is ready. So database is ready. Inside the database, table is also ready. What is our database? DB 7am. Inside this, one table is ready. What is that is? EMP table is ready. Inside the EMP table, I want to store what's that? Data. I want to store the data. So in EMP table, okay, na? In EMP table. So this command is created. What's it? What this command is created? What this command is created? This command is created what? Table. Okay, na? The above command created table structure. The above command is created what's that? Table structure. Okay, table means rows and columns now. What is ready? Columns. The table is created with what? Columns. Created table structure. What that includes? That includes columns, data type, and what? Size. So this command is created table structure that includes columns, data type, and size. Okay. Now, so this is called table structure. This is called what's it? Table structure. Then what is that structure includes? What is that structure includes? Columns, data type, size. Okay, then columns, data type, size. Next, today you created this table. Okay, then today you created the table structure. After some days you want to see the structure. Today you created. After some days you want to see the structure because you didn't remember what is the size declared for what? ENAD. What is the size you declared? What is the data type declared for? Salary. What is the size declared for job? You didn't remember this structure. You want to see the structure. To see the structure, one command is there. What is that is? SP underscore what's that? Help. SP underscore help. What is SP stands for? SP stands for stored procedure. SP stands for stored procedure. So what is this is command used to see the structure of the table. To see the structure. If you want to see the table structure, use SP underscore help. SP underscore help. What we have to pass? SP underscore help. What we have to pass? We have to pass what's it? Table name. Next example. SP underscore help EMP. I want to see the EMP table structure. You have to say like this, SP underscore help EMP. So this command will show the emp table structure. Okay. So now, like run this here, sp help emp. Then, so what it is showing? It is showing what's it? emp table structure. What this structure contains? Column name. Next one, data type. Next one, length. Length means how many bytes it takes. Okay, na? How many bytes it takes. emp id takes how many bytes? 2 bytes. Because what is the data type you declare? Small integer. Varchar 10 bytes. This is 10 bytes. Small money 4 bytes. Date 3 bytes. 10 int 1 byte. DNB 1 byte. Okay. Understood? What is this is called? What this is called? This is called what's it? emp table what? Structure. emp table structure. So whenever you want to see this structure, then use this command sp help. Okay, then. That's all. This is column name. This is data type. This is what's it? Size. How many bytes? How many bytes it takes? Now tell me, one employee data takes how many bytes? One employee data occupies how many bytes? One employee. In database, okay, na? One employee data takes how many bytes? If you store one employee data, that takes how many bytes? Add it. 2, 10, 20, 22, 26, 29, next 30. So how many bytes it takes? 30. One employee takes how many bytes? 30 bytes. If you store 100 employees, then 100 into 30. 3,000. Yes or no? Then 1 lakh employees. 1 lakh into 30. That's all. Okay. Next, so inside the database, table is ready. Now, next what's it? Insert the data. Insert the data. Then what? Inserting data into table. Inserting data into table. For every operation, we use SQL command. For every operations, we use what? SQL command. What is the SQL command we use to insert the data? What command we use? What SQL command we use to insert the data? Okay, na? Then. So, what SQL command we use to insert the data? What command we use? Insert. To create the table structure, to create the structure, create command. To insert the data, insert command. Sir, I said these commands action, table structure, these commands action, table data. Now with create command, we created the structure. Now I want to insert the data. To insert the data, we use insert command. To change the data, update command. To remove the data, delete command. Now I want to insert the data. Then insert. So then insert command is used. Insert command is used to insert data. Or you can say what? Row. With create table command, you created the columns. Now we create what? Rows. What is ready? Table is created with columns. Next we are creating what's that? Rows. For creating the rows, we use insert. Insert data into what? Insert data into what's that? Table. And using insert command, we can insert one single row. We can insert what? Multiple rows. Using insert, we can insert single row or we can insert what? Multiple rows. First we'll see inserting single row. Next we'll see inserting multiple rows. Then first what? Inserting what? Single row. Inserting single row. How to use? Okay. Then how to use this? Can I? Then how to use? Like for example, for example, one second. We created this table. EMP ID, e-name, job, salary, next one, hire date, next one, DN. So this, how you created this? By using create table. Next, what do you want to do? I want to insert the data, employee data. So name is what? Suppose Sachin. Job is what? Clerk. Salary is what? 5,000. Hire date is today. That is 2022-09-22. Department number is what? 10. I want to insert this data. I want to insert this row. I want to insert this row. Okay. Then to insert this row, what command we use? Insert. How to use this? We have to use like this. What is insert into table name, values, value 1, value 2, value 3, so on. Insert into table name, values, value 1, value 2, value 3, so on. Okay, insert into table name, values, value 1, value 2, value 3, so on. And first value is inserted into first field. Second value is inserted into second field. Third value, third field. Like this. First to first, second to second, third to third. And one more thing. Characters and date should be in single quotes. Character value, date value should be single quotes. Okay, na? What is character and date value should be in single quotes. So different languages uses different. If you go to like Java, C, Java, .NET. They use what? How the strings are enclosed in what? Double quotes. Okay, na? But here strings are enclosed in what? Single quotes. String should be in single quotes. Okay. Now let's take the example. What is that is? Insert into what? EMP. Insert into EMP. What? Values. So just give the value for what? First one. Give the value for employee ID. ID 100. Next, give the value for name. I want to insert this row as it is. I want to insert this row. Then name. What the name is? Sachin. But name is what type? Character type. So what I said, character type should be in single quotes. Sachin. What is the next? What is the next one? Job. Job is also what type? Job is also what type? Character type. Should be in single quotes. What is the job? Clerk. What is the next one? Salary. Salary is number 5,000. Next. What is the next one is hide date. Hide date. Hide date also should be in single quotes. But when you give the date, you have to follow the format. What is the date format? YYYMMDD. Year, month, day. Then what? I want to give today's date. Then 2022-09. Next one 22. I want to give the today's date 2022-09-22. What is the next one is department number. So department number is what, sir? 10. That's all. So this 100 is inserted into employee ID. Sachin is inserted into name. So clerk is inserted into job. 5,000 salary. This is hide date. This is department number. Okay. DL. That's all. So after executing this command, one row is created. So with create table command, you created the columns. With insert command, you are creating the rows. So whenever insert is executed, a new row is created. A new row is created and the new row is filled with this data. So then let me run this. Execute this. Then click this one, execute button. Click this execute. Then what happens? One row affected. One row is what? Created. One row is created. I want to see that row. Then what? Select. But you leave it this. Select start from EMP. Then a row is created or not? But a new row is what, sir? Created. Okay, na? So a new row is created and the row is filled with this data. ID, name, job, salary, hide date, department number. So this is permanent or temporary? Permanent. Okay. Then next you want to insert one more row. Then what? Same procedure you have to follow. You want to insert one more row. Then same thing. Just follow the same thing. Okay. Then, but with this insert command, how many rows you inserted? With one insert command, how many rows created? One row. Okay, na? Suppose today 20 employees joined. Today 20 employees joined. I want to insert all the 20 employees data evening 5 o'clock. There are 20 employees joined today. I want to insert all the 20 employees data evening 5 o'clock. Then how many times you have to type this command? 20 times. You have to type this command, what's that? 20 times. And instead of typing this command 20 times, then there is one. What that is? Multiple rows. That. So this is inserting single row, but I want to insert what? Multiple rows. Inserting what? Multiple rows. Inserting multiple rows. Now, I'm just directly giving the command example that I want to insert 2 employees data. Okay, na? Then what you have to write? You have to write something like this. Insert into what's it? EMP values. Insert into EMP values. Then just what? ID. ID is 101. I'm giving the 101. Okay, na? Suppose I'm giving some name, Vijay, some job. Okay, na? Manager, some salary, 8,000. Next one, hide date. What is that is? Hide date. I want to give today's date. I want to give what? Today's date. If you want to give today's date, no need to type 2022 09 022. No need to type. Simply, we can say what is get date. What is get date? What is get date? Get date is a function. That function will return today's date. What is get date? Get date is a function. That function will return today's date. So if you want to insert today's date, no need to type. Simply say get date. Open brackets and close. Something is like this. It is called what's that? Function. Something comes with brackets. Okay, na? That is called what? Function. Now, what the next one is? Department number. What is the department number? 20. This is what? One row. But what is your aim? Multiple rows. Comma. Comma. Okay, na? Comma. Next, again bracket begin. Next, what's it? 102. Bracket begin 102. Okay, then. Okay, now. Next, suppose just giving some name. Kumar. Next, what is this is? Analyst. Suppose salary is what's that? 9,000. I just want to give some hide date, but not today's date. I want to give some other date. 2020 10th 5. Suppose. What is this is 2020 October 5th. 2020 October 5th. So department is what's it? Like department is what's it? 30. Comma. Like this. How many rows? Comma, comma, like that. You can enter multiple rows. Separated by comma. So this is first row, comma second row, comma third row, comma fourth row, comma fifth row. Like that you can give 1 lakh rows also. Okay, na? Separated by comma. So okay, na? Then. So this is also insert into ID. This is name. This is job. This is salary. This is hide date. This is department number. So after executing this command, how many rows created? How many rows created? 2 rows. So this insert command creates 2 rows. Let me run this. What it is saying? 2 rows affected. Now these 2 rows are what's that? Added. These 2 rows are added to the table or not? Yes. Now table contains how many rows? 3. Already we inserted 1. Now 2 more. So the total how many rows? 3. Select star from EMP. You see this table. Now the table contains what's it? 300, 101, 102. Yes or no? Okay, na? Then. So this is how to insert. The first one is inserting single row. Next one is inserting what's it? Multiple rows. Okay, then. Okay, then. Next. Now, usually, okay, na, sometimes what's it, when you are inserting the data, sometimes for some fields values will not be there. When you are inserting the data, for some fields values are not there. Values are not there. Like example, employee joined, employee recruited. But for that employee, job is not fixed, salary is not fixed. This employee is recruited. Job and salary is not fixed. At the time of recruitment, they are not decided. They said that they will decide later. So I want to insert the employee data without job and salary. Without job and salary. So what do you want to insert job and salary? I want to insert blanks because job is not there, salary is not. What these blank values are called in databases? These blank values are called what's that? Null values. These blanks are called nulls. Now inserting what? Nulls. Inserting nulls. Inserting null values. Inserting nulls. What is null means? What is null means? A null means what? A null means what's it? Blank or what? Empty. So it is blank or empty. And it is not equal to what? Zero or space. Sir, null is different, zero is different. Okay, na? Null means empty, blank, but it's not equal to 0. Okay, then. So tell me, absent for the examination is same as getting 0 marks? Absent for the examination is same as getting 0 marks? No. Absent is different, getting 0 marks is different. Yes or no? So null is similar to what, sir? Null is similar to what? Absent. Null is similar to what? Absent. So it is not 0 or space. Then how to insert nulls? And nulls can be inserted in 2 ways. Nulls can be inserted in 2 ways. One is, okay, nulls can be inserted in 2 ways. There are 2 methods. What are the 2 methods? The first one. Okay, then. So when we insert null values, when values are not present. Okay, sometimes values will not be there. When values are not there, then we insert what? Null values. Employee, suppose employee joined, but is not assigned to any department. Employee recruited, but is not assigned to any department. He joined as a clerk. Employee joined as a clerk, but is not assigned to any department. After 1 month, then they will decide. So if like it depends on the availability. Like what? If opponent is there in HR department, then this employee is assigned to HR department. If they require for sales department, this employee is assigned to sales department. So department is not there. Then at the time of inserting, what do you want to insert into department number? Null value. Okay. Then so now let's see. Insert into what's it? EMP values. Insert into EMP values. Then what is this is 103. ID is there. Yes. What the next one is? Name. Okay, na? Name. Suppose I'm giving some name, Ravi. What the next one is? Job. What the next one? Job. Job is there or not there? Job is job is not there. Employee recruited, but job and salary is not fixed. Then what do you want to insert into job? Null value. So if you want to insert null, type what? Null. Use keyword. There is a keyword. What is that keyword? Null. So it is a predefined keyword. This is a predefined keyword. When you type this keyword, then what is inserted into job? Null. Don't keep this in single quotes. Don't keep this in what's it? Single quotes. If you keep this in single quote, then null becomes what? Job. Null becomes string. And then null becomes string. Now it is not a keyword. Now it becomes one string. So don't keep this in single quotes. Then type what? Null. What is the next? Salary. Salary is also not there. Then null. Wherever if value is not there, then type null. What is the next one? Hide date. Hide date is there? Yes. I want to give some hide date. 2019 or 2021, something. Any 2021. Suppose 5th. Okay, na? 5th. What's that? 20. Department number is what? Suppose 20. Department number is 20. Now, so what is inserted into job and salary? What is inserted into job and salary? Null is inserted. Then, let me run this. One row effective. One row effective. One record is what? One record is inserted. Just go and see the table. Select start from what? EMP. See the table. Select start from EMP. So what is inserted into job? Null. What is inserted into salary? Null. Okay. Then. So this is one method. This is one method. There is one more method. What is that is? There is one more method. What is this? Suppose insert into what? EMP. 1 second. Just first see this. Insert into EMP. Just see this. Don't write. Just see. Insert into EMP values. You want to give the values only for 4. What is this? ID, name, hide date, DML. Okay, now? Then, so just giving 104. Just see this. Some name. Okay, na? Some name. Some name. What is some? Job. Job. Job is not there. Salary is not there. Hide date I'm giving what's it? Get date. Department number I'm giving what's it? 10. Okay, na? Then I'm giving like this. I'm giving the values like this. Then what this gives? This gives what? Error. What this is called? Error. Something if you see that in red color, that means that is what's it? Error. If you see the message, messages are displayed in black color, errors are displayed in red color. Okay, na? Earlier, 2 rows affected, commands completed successfully, and that is displayed in what? Black color. Messages are displayed in black, but errors are displayed in red. So this is a error. Okay, na? Why it is giving error? Why it is giving error? Because when you write this command like this, and SQL Server expect how many values? When you insert bars, when you are inserting, SQL Server expect how many values? You are inserting into EMP, na? When you are inserting the data into EMP, SQL Server expect how many values? How many columns are there? 6. And it expect how many values? 6 values. Because the table contains 6 columns, it also expect how many values? 6 values. But how many values you are giving? 4 values. That's why it is giving error. See that what this is? Number of supplied values does not match table. Table definition. The number of supplied values does not match what's a table definition. Table definition contains 6 columns, but you are giving only 4. So that is why it is giving error. Then now in this case, what you can tell SQL Server? You can tell SQL Server that I'm giving values only for the 4 fields. I'm not giving the values for all the fields. I'm giving the values only for the 4 fields. How to tell SQL Server? After table name, brackets, after table name, brackets, specify the field names. What is that is? EMP ID, e-name, next one, hide date, next one, DNO. Sir, okay na? After table names, specify the field names. For which fields you are giving the values? I am giving the values only for these 4 fields. Okay. Now SQL Server, now it will not expect what, sir? 6 values. It expects only 4 values because you already mentioned I am giving the values only for these 4 fields. If you don't write, then it expects how many values? 6 values. But how many values you provided? 4 values. Not matching. Then it gives what? Error. Now you tell SQL Server, I am giving the values only for the 4 fields. Now 104 is inserted into EMP ID. So Sindhu is inserted into e-name. Get date is inserted into hide date. 10 is inserted into DNO. What about the remaining fields? The remaining fields are filled with what, sir? Null values. Okay. Let's run this command now. Sorry, spelling mistake. What is that is? Hide date. Now let's see this. 1 row affected. What about the remaining 2 fields? The remaining 2 fields are automatically filled with what, sir? Null values. Okay, na? Then so the remaining 2 fields, job comma salary, filled with what? Nulls. Okay. Then. That's all. This is what? How to insert. You know 4 methods. What is first one? Inserting single row. Inserting multiple rows. Inserting null values. Method 1, method 2. Okay. So here, which is convenient, use that method. Here, null values. Whichever is convenient, use this. So which is convenient? Tell me. Method 1 na, method 2 ah? Method 1 or 2 ah? Okay na? So once again, see, suppose for example, like just for example, see, I take different cases. Like suppose here, then I want to insert employees data. Table contains 20 fields. Table contains what, sir? 20 fields. Values are there only 17 fields. Actual table contains 20 fields. Values are there for 17 fields. For 3 fields, I want to insert null value, which is convenient. Table contains 20 fields. Values are there for 17 fields. Only 3 fields I want to insert nulls, which is convenient. Method 1 is convenient. Method 1 is, so wherever null, just type null. Yes. But here, if you use this method 2, then you have to type what, sir? Column names. How many column names you have to type? 17 column names. Okay, na? Understood? My table contains 20 fields. Values are there for 3 fields. Remaining 17 fields, I want to insert null. Table contains 20 fields. Values are there only 3 fields. Remaining 17 fields I want to insert null. Then which is convenient? Method 2 is convenient. Just give the field names, 3 fields, give the values. Remaining fields are automatically filled with what? Null values. So sometimes this is convenient. Sometimes what's it? This is convenient. Understood? Then. Now see the table. Select what? Start from what? EMP. See the table. Then. So 103, 104. What is inserted is? What is inserted? Null. Null is inserted. Later if you want, you can change the values. Later, I want to change this value. So after 1 month, this employee's salary is fixed. Now you can change this null value to some value. His salary is fixed to 3,000 or 4,000, whatever. So this employee job is also fixed. Is became clerk. Then you can change this value after some time. By using what command? Update. Okay, na? By using update. So if you want to create new row, insert, you want to change the values, then update. The row is already there, but just you want to change the values. Job you want to change, salary you want to change. So what the command is? Command is what? Update. That's it. But how end users insert the data? How end users insert data? How end users will insert the data? Like just example. For example, you open account in bank. You fill the application form. That application form is given to clerk. So clerk will open the account. Yes or no? What clerk will do? Clerk will open SSMS and type insert command. Bank clerk will open SSMS and type insert command. No. He doesn't know SQL. Yes or no? How he knows insert command? Yes. Then bank clerk means end user. How end user will insert the data? End users uses something like this. What is this is? Then he use something like this. What is EMP ID? Next one, EMP ID. Then so EMP ID. What is the next? What's it? For example, what? E-name. Next one, job. Next one, salary. Something like this. So he use this one, ID. Next one, what's that? Name. Next one, job. Next one, salary. Next, there is a button here. What is the button? Submit button, like this. What is this is? What is this is? What is this? What is this is called? This is called front end. What is this is called? Front end. What is this is called? GUI. What is GUI stands for? Graphical User Interface. Graphical User Interface. And or this is called what's it? What is this is called? Front end. So end users, they don't type SQL commands. End users uses what? End users uses front end applications. Okay, na? End users uses what's it? Front end application. Then understood? They don't use SQL commands. Okay, na? They use this one. So to use this, they don't need any technical knowledge. But if they use SQL commands, then they need what's it? Technical knowledge. So now for this they don't need any technical knowledge. What they need? How to enter the values in text box, how to click the button. They need only two. How to enter the values, how to click the button. So if they know, then they can insert, update, delete, etc. Yes or no? That is the reason. So end users uses what? Front end application. So they enter the data, click the button. When they click the button, so this data goes into what's it? What is this is? What is this is database. In database, what is there? In database, what is there? Table is there. What is the table is? EMP table. EMP table. Okay, na? End users enter the data, click the button. So this data goes into EMP table. Yes or no? How this front end is developed? How this front end is developed? This front end is developed by using HTML, CSS, JavaScript, etc. So this front end is developed by using HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Okay. Then if this front end can be connected to database, HTML application can be connected to database? No. You cannot connect HTML application to database. This front end is developed by using HTML, so that HTML form cannot be connected to database directly. You need what, sir? You need to use some, like in between, you need to use some, they're called, you need to use some technologies in between these two. They're called what, sir? Middleware. What is they are called? They are called what, sir? Middleware. Middleware technologies. Okay. Example. What is the example? What is the example? Java. Next one. .NET. Python. PHP. Like that. Number of. Node.js. Then. So, and this front end is connected to middleware. Okay, na? Suppose I'm using the middleware .NET. I'm using the middleware .NET. Whatever the data entered in front end that is sent to .NET. .NET will receive the data entered in front end. It will send the data to what's it? Database. It will send the data to database. So then .NET application receive the data entered in front end, and next what's it? Receiving the data. Directly it will not send the data to database. Then after receiving the data, it builds insert command. It develops what's it? .NET application build insert command and send that insert command to database, because database understands only SQL commands. Database understands only SQL command. So anything is sent to database, compulsory it must be a SQL command. So .NET application receive the data and it builds one insert command and send that insert command to database. Okay, that means who must know insert command? Who must know insert command? Not end user. Not end user. Who must know insert command is one who developed this application, not one who used this application. Sir, okay na? One who developed this application must know insert command, not one who used this application. Who used this application? End users. He doesn't need to know about insert command. Who developed this application? Developers. Who developed this application? Developers. He must know insert command. Understood or not? No. So what is this is called? This is called full stack. What is this is called? Full stack. Okay, na? Development. Full stack application. So what is that includes? That includes what? Front end. Next one, middleware. Next one, back end. Front end, a middleware, and what is this is? Back end. Okay, then. Okay. Can we develop project using SQL Server? Can we develop a project using SQL Server? Can we develop a project using SQL Server? No. Okay, na? Then you can develop using SQL Server database. The project is sales project. Okay, na? The sales database we can develop. Sales database what? Sales database tables. Sales database contains tables, views, indexes, sequences, queries. All that we can develop using this database. But what we cannot create. Okay, na? So only database is not enough, na? What you need? You need this front end also. Yes or no? Okay, na? That's why for developing the projects, what we need 3: front end, a middleware, and a database backend. With only database, you cannot develop the project. With only HTML, you cannot develop. Only with HTML, what you can develop? Form. But you enter the data. When you enter the data, then it should be stored somewhere or not? Yes. Then what is required? Database is required. Only with HTML, you cannot develop the project. With only database, you cannot develop the project. So you need combination of these technologies. Understood? Okay then. So in today's class, you learn how to store the data. Next class, we'll see how to see the data, how to display the data. What are the various options in displaying the data? Okay.
SMS టూల్ వచ్చేసరికి మల్టిపుల్ సర్వర్స్ తో కనెక్ట్ అవ్వచ్చా?
మల్టిపుల్ సర్వర్స్ కనెక్ట్ కాదు, వన్ సర్వర్. అంటే SQL సర్వర్ అంటారా? SQL సర్వర్ కే మల్టిపుల్ సర్వర్స్ కనెక్ట్ కావచ్చా? ఎస్. ఇప్పుడు ఓకేనా? ఇక్కడ ఏమొస్తుందంటే నీకు ఇక్కడ లిస్ట్ వస్తుంది, సర్వర్స్ లిస్ట్ వస్తుంది. ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ ఎన్ని సర్వర్స్ ఉన్నాయి? ఒకటే ఉంది, ఇది ఒక సర్వర్. అట్లా లిస్ట్ వస్తుంది 2, 3, 4 అట్లా. ఓకేనా?
అదే సార్, అదే అంటే ఇప్పుడు మనం MySQL సర్వర్ ఉంది, SQL సర్వర్ నుంచి MySQL సర్వర్ కి డేటా ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ చేయాలంటే
అది మళ్ళీ ETL టూల్స్. ఓకేనా? ETL టూల్స్ యూజర్స్ మైగ్రేషన్ ETL టూల్స్.